Well, what else can you say about the career resurgence of Charles "Du Bronx" Oliveira? Cut his teeth in the UFC. Late 2017, he had lost 3 of 4. Nobody was talking about him, and then he goes on to produce one of the greatest winning streaks in UFC lightweight history.
Well, he did a great job just rebuilding, refocusing, shifting the mindset from having issues at times when it got tough to getting through the tough and dominating guys. Many relied on him going back to that guy from before. That guy disappeared on that championship run. Charles Oliveira is a beast, and we will see if tonight he gets his hand raised and he proves once again why he's one of the best lightweights in the world.
Don't look for too much in terms of risk management, though. Even given what happened in the Islam Makhachev fight, Charles Oliveira is an aggressive, high-octane, offensive fighter, and that is the expectation as to what we will see here tonight. All right, folks, here we go. All eyes are on the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. Future might be in the UFC Hall of Fame, but he certainly didn't want to hear that noise in the fighter meeting. He is focused on the present, and that is this significant challenge against the #1 contender tonight.
Yeah, he's not looking down the line. This is the guy that lives in the here and now. He told us the other day, John, that he has so many more defenses to put himself alongside the great welterweight champions, Kamaru Usman and George St. Pierre. He has got a real idea of where he wants to go, and he feels like tonight is just another step in the road to greatness.
And he's been inspired by all of those great welterweights that preceded him, Leon Edwards among them. Now it's his turn to shine on a big stage yet again. Islam Makhachev, ready to go, and so are we for our main event. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Charles "Du Bronx" Oliveira. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
All right, here we go with the 2 best lightweights in the world, Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. Oliveira's winning streak from 2018 to 2022. Certainly going to withstand the test of time. It'll get him in the Hall of Fame. But the man who ended that streak, your former teammate Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, Islam Makhachev is one of the best fighters that I have had the ability to train. He works so hard. He's so committed to being the best in the world. On that night, he showed that. He beat a Charles Oliveira who seemed to be at the very top of his game, and he did it in a surprising way, knocking him down with his hands. But Du Bronx has said time and time again, I went back in the lab. I am better today. And this version of Charles Oliveira gets the job done against Islam Makhachev.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, this position now, what we call the north-south. If you're the bottom fighter, what are you trying to do to get out of harm's way?
Man, it's tough on the bottom. It's very tough because everything hurts, right? It doesn't matter that they're not completely driving the shoulder in. It just, everything hurts. So you wait for your opponent to go to his next action. And when he does, you go and attack the hands. You get to your knees and you attack the hands with both hands and try to peel the lock so you can get to your feet.
Oliveira's in half guard now. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Let's work. I'm going to stand this up.
Oh, right into mount.
Nice positional control here. Lands a big elbow there.
That was a slick transition.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Full side control now.
Makhachev getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up. Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Final seconds of round one.
Let's work.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, listen, you did good that round, but I need you to do a little bit better. I need you to avoid that takedown, okay? Let's not worry about the knees. Let's not worry about the strikes. I need you.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Well-placed kick there by Oliveira.
Nice shot there by the champ.
All right, different round, but same approach out of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm not sure if there is an injury, but his ground game is so strong, he hasn't made any effort to take the fight there.
I don't understand when you possess that. He's going to guillotine.
Oh, that has got to be it. Oh, he got out.
Oh, he got out. He did a great job. He attacked the lock. He got pressure forward, then off to the side, rolled to his back to release that pressure.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back to position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Oliveira's in half guard. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition. Oh, Kimura attack. Yup.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position. Oh, he's going for his arm now.
What a tight arm bar.
Oh, you better tackle. That thing's going to snap.
He's got it isolated. Good job by the
round 2.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Seconds winding down in round 2.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
10 minutes in the books.
Stop.
All right, take a deep breath. Breathe, relax. Listen, you're okay, you're fine. He is getting into your body. I need you to keep those elbows tight.
All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held up.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Early right hand gets through for Dubronx.
He checked that last one.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Nice judo toss for him there. Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it.
Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, he's got the submission locked in now. Great submission defense. Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Dizzy as he looks to improve position here.
You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Getting him out here.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. Great submission defense. Big right hook there by the champ.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Makhachev's right back to the full mount here. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up.
Not tired. I want you to go out there and I want you to get this takedown.
All right, so there's the horn. Let us now look back at some of the action in that round, DC, and he had his takedown game going early and often.
Yeah, he had it going great. I mean, he did a great job of finding his entries, rushing to his finishes before his opponent could react and defend him. He should be very proud of the work he did over the course of that last round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Well, that overhand big weapon form throughout his career, it's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. Yeah, that punch was blocked. Oliveira shot right on the button.
I mean, perfect liver shot. That is the most debilitating shot in all of fighting. It is very difficult to recover from that.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
All right, hip toss, and he is able to take him down. Beautiful execution there.
Great job knowing exactly what he wanted. Moving the position left and stepping in with that right leg to load his opponent and flipping him through. Great move. We love the big move. They're very excited. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
There it is. Now he's on the mount. Nice.
60 seconds.
Under a minute now to go. Oliveira's going for the sub here. Heel hook looks tight.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
That'll do it! Charles Oliveira, your winner by heel hook.
Oh, man.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got his position. He found the submission. He squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
All right, now we go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 32 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion,